Hi, today we're going to look at properties of trapezoids. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral that has exactly one pair of parallel sides. So it's not considered a parallelogram because to be a parallelogram, both sets of opposite sides have to be parallel. In a trapezoid, you have two bases. They are the parallel sides, and the other two sides, which are not parallel, are called the legs. We are going to spend some time looking at a special type of trapezoid called an isosceles trapezoid, where the legs are congruent. In an isosceles trapezoid, there are some properties. The base angles will be congruent. So for this particular example, angles A and D would be congruent, and B and C would be congruent. And since we have parallel lines, that means A and B would be a pair of same side interior angles, so they would be supplementary. Same thing with D and C. An isosceles trapezoid also has congruent diagonals. If you connect A to C and D to B, they would be congruent. Many of the problems that we're going to look at deal with the median of a trapezoid. The median connects the midpoints of the two legs. It's different from the median of a triangle because the median of a triangle goes from one vertex to the midpoint of one of the sides. The properties of the median of a trapezoid are that it's parallel to the two bases and it's equal to the average of the base lengths. So you would add the top and bottom base and divide by 2 to get what the median value is. Here are some examples. So in example A, x would be our median. So we would add the two bases, 6 plus 12, and divide by 2 or multiply by 1/2 to get that our median would be 9. In example B, we're doing the same thing. 5x is our median, and that's going to be equal to half of x plus 12 plus 7x minus 2. And that's shown right here. Instead of, we first added these together, but instead of multiplying everything in here by 1/2, we multiply both sides by 2. That's what's going on over here. So we had 10x equals 8x plus 10. I subtracted the 8x to get 2x equals 10 and x equals 5. And finally, in example C, this is an isosceles trapezoid. We know that the base angles are going to be congruent. So right away, I know that angle D is 70 degrees as well. And like I said earlier, these two would be supplementary because they're same side interior angles. So 180 minus 70 would mean both angles B and C here are 110 degrees.